Hello everyone, and this is my game, Malleus Maleficarum. So it is a kind of a point-and-click puzzle game that is heavily story-based, and it's set in a medieval European witch hunting era. So without further ado, let's take a look at what it's all about. So this is the prototyped intro cutscene. I won't talk too much, so you guys can kind of experience it first person. So this is the letter that you get that kind of also explains the rules of the game. I'll let you read it. Feel free to pause because I scrolled pretty quickly for this one. But yeah, read it and kind of understand what the rules are. These are the documents that the church has included that will help us hunt witches on the first day. This prototype only involves the first day. So these are the 3 documents that I have. Feel free to pause, of course. Alright, so now we move on to our first suspect. So it has some dialogue on the top left that you can feel free to read. So these right here are the documents that the church gave us that will appear at the bottom of our screen, kind of a UI element on our table, quote unquote. So yeah, you can pretty much read them and be able to see them. So that's the interrogate button. If you click on it, you'd be able to interrogate your suspect. Next suspect immediately brings you to the other suspect without arresting them. And that's your arrest warrant in the ink and pen. Once you sign it, you arrest it, and you also move on to the next suspect. So now we're going to interrogate them, and they're going to give us our documents. So let's take a look at these documents. So first of all, that's a symbol document, so we're going to cross-check it with a symbol. Now these two are very similar, and it's a common mistake that people make on the first day, thinking that they're the same. They're not. So now we're going to cross-check the prayer, and the prayer is made in Latin on purpose to make it slightly more challenging to check it. The cursive also kind of makes it more difficult, and as you can see, the handwriting is different. That's on purpose as well, because everyone's handwriting is different, so they use a different font for their like kind of scripture scribbles. And now that's your marriage certificate. So yeah, we're going to take a look at the marriage certificate, see if all the elements on the certificate match up. And everything does seem alright. So, in all honesty, you would click next suspect here because there's nothing wrong, but I'll kind of show you what happens if you sign the arrest warrant. So yeah, you get a different piece of dialogue before they get arrested, kind of depending on whether or not you let them go or not. Alright, so this is our next suspect. This should go fairly quickly because hopefully you kind of get what we're going at, so I don't have to go through and explain too much. But yeah, first of all, the symbol, clearly nothing matches. But then it's pretty obvious here that the seal on the marriage certificate is incorrect. It is a forgery. So we're going to have to arrest her because it's incorrect. Now, you don't have to arrest her. You can let her go according to what her dialogue shows, that she just moved here and so she probably didn't have enough time to get married. But that's just how the game is, I suppose, that it challenges kind of this moral aspect of it. But yeah, that's the digital prototype of my game, Malleus Maleficarum, and I really hope you enjoyed it. I do quite enjoy the idea of the game, and I do hope to eventually probably be able to develop it into some bigger game, But for now, the idea I think is excellent, and I hope you also enjoyed it. So if you want more details about the rules and all of them, pause during the video to kind of read through it, kind of imagine yourself in the position of the player, or also read the game design document, because if I had the full game, it would make much more sense for some of the things to happen. But yeah, thank you.